Hi everyone, I am Charan Dasagrandi. Welcome to Uwatcha-uv. Today uh, we have a special guest with us who is going to share some wonderful things to learn and implement in our life to make this society better as well as our lives better. She is none other than Shobhika Kalra. Welcome Shobhika ji. Welcome
Hi.
to our interview. So
Nice.
let me introduce you to our audience. Shobhika Kalra is the co-founder of Wings of Angels Foundation, which is a CDA licensed non-profit organization doing some incredible work in creating awareness about wheelchair accessibility, and moreover to say in a more broader way, to I mean she this organization has been motivating many differently enabled people to achieve more, not to feel inferior, because everyone is same in the society. And this organization and Shobhika ji along with her sister has been doing some incredible work. I mean, I would say I cannot write down every work, what they did, but I wish you all go through their work. I mean, through this organization, they motivated many organizations in Dubai to build ramps in more than 1,000 places to make them wheelchair accessible. She received a certificate of appreciation from Mohammed Bin Rashid Majlis. Hope I pronounce this correctly. Thank you, sister. And also, she even received an award from India. That is, she the Change Udyami Award. This is a very prestigious award. Uh, Previously they have honored many great people, and really, I can say, she receiving the award made me happy, very happy, in fact. So, to be frank, I just don't want to speak more in this aspect. Why? Because, like Gandhiji says, my life is a message. So, in the same way, Shobhika ji life is also a message for us. So, let's get into the interview.
Thank you so much, Jaran. Thank you.
Thank you, Shobhika ji. Firstly, let me start with, like other interviews, let me start very formally. Like, this comes from my heart, moreover. Thanks and congrats, first of all, for the great work you guys have been doing. Really, it's been inspiring, in fact.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I mean, your organization motives might be to motivate people of differently enabled to be confident and all. But when I shared your work with many people in India, with my known people, I mean, they told that, this, I mean, I don't know how it impacts them, but we are getting more inspired a lot from this great work. And our thoughts are getting broadened. So
Thank,
this is a message I got. I mean, this is a response I got from people. And thanks for all the great work.
thank you.
Uh, thank you. But I just want to ask, how do you see the evolution of your organization in this process?
Big Drum Angels Big Drum Angels started 5 years back. Me and my elder sister, we had gone to watch the movie in India. And then, like there were many steps to my seat. So I found this very uncomfortable, and 4 men had to carry me into my seat. I found this very disturbing. and my sister was with me. She's like, I'll go speak to the manager about it. She went and she spoke to the manager about it, and the manager told her, actually, there are not many people on the wheelchair in India. You people have come from outside, that's why you're facing this difficulty. And then my sister came home and then we discussed about it, and we are like, maybe there's a need to create awareness about the need of wheelchair accessibility. That's how Wings of Angels started. So Wings of Angels was previously just focused on helping the mobility impairment, impaired, in their life to have easy access. But now we are broadening our horizons, and we are even going to focus. We are launching an app soon, and we'll be, focusing now on cognitive impairment, mobility impairment, hearing impairment, and visual impairment. This is how I see my Wings of Angel evolving.
Great work indeed.
Thank you.
And I know this, your journey in getting this organization into a well-built organization. Definitely, it's not so easy. You might have faced a lot of challenges. Can you just help? Can you just share, some of the challenges you met, and how did you overcome, those challenges in the journey of Wings of Angel?
To start out, there have been physical, personal challenges, and there have been, in the professional front. I'll tell you about my personal challenges. I was doing very well in school. I was always a topper and I was excellent in all extracurricular activity. And I remember, I was a very popular kid and all that. But I remember this. I was diagnosed at the age of 13. When I was diagnosed, I found it very strange. Like, first of all, people stopped speaking to me and all that. Okay, but leave aside the whole world. There was this, I remember, I am friends with their daughter, and they came to my house and they did a condolence speech randomized. So this can really shake your confidence, if someone does something like this. But I didn't let that affect me. And after a few years, Wings of Angels started. Now with Wings of Angels, one of the difficulties I faced, people don't understand that wheelchair accessibility is important. They're like, oh, we'll pick you up. You can't pick me up. I'm a big girl. I will not allow you to pick me up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I personally also, have been, because my uncle's, mother, she's on wheelchair, I think, since 30 years.
Okay.
So I saw him, how he take care of her, and like he always tells me that, the key, I was asking him, how do you take care, since 30 years you have been taking care of her? So, like, didn't any time, you feel little low or something? He told me one point, that is that, uh, being differently enabled is a virtue and not a sin.
Yeah.
So he told me that, every human being in the society is differently, I mean, he is disabled in some sort of, be it in thought process, be it in some habits.
Anglez is really strong in everything, so
Pardon?
many people think this way.
Yeah, so yes. I mean, also I observed that, like you have launched an mobile application that is Hey POD. So can you just brief on, like how this
Yeah,
app can improve social inclusiveness and motivate society? I'm sorry.
it's called Hey Pod. Hey, and where Pod is people of determination. People of determination, like people with disabilities, are called people of determination in Dubai. The Hey Pod, as we are launching it in Dubai.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And then we hope to spread it all around the world. And this will have like application like accessibility for cognitive impairment, visual impairment, hearing impairment, and mobility impairment. And it will even it will help join the people with the impairment because many a times they're very low on confidence.
Yeah,
And they don't know from where to find the jobs and all.
yeah,
This will help them to find jobs, and even people who want to give jobs to differently impaired can apply on our apply, can provide the job opportunity on our application. People can download the app from next year beginning. Like now, we're in the last stage of finalizing it. It
okay.
should be finalized by the end of the year, and from next year, they can download the app.
Okay. I just want to ask. I mean, this has been pondering in my brain. That every creation is unique, but people do not realize it and often compare with others and feel insecure. So, how to break the insecurities?
See, I feel like, comparison does not always have to be negative. Comparison even gives comparison is a way of the brain telling you that you need to improve. And comparison can be even used like, towards rewards and, to avoid pain. You can actually feel very good after you compare. Like when I mostly never compare myself to anyone. But if I compare, I always end up feeling very good about myself. It is just the way you look at things. And it's you can do a lot of self-reflection, have a lot of positive thoughts, and make a detailed plan of how you want to deal with the situation.
Yeah, thank you. Even because of these insecurities and this lot of psychological issues, even recently I was reading a report from World Health Organization. I mean, not exactly, World Health Organization, I guess. Nearly some 8 lakh people have, committed suicides, So, which reflects most of the issues, why people commit suicides are these sort of simple issues, which can be fixed, which are not very major, in fact. Also, one more question is like, every crisis in life is an opportunity, but most people fail to understand this and get into depression. So, how to transform crisis into an opportunity?
First of all, you have to take care of yourself physically, mentally, and have an attitude of gratitude. what this means is, like, I know people, like, when something bad happens, they stop suffering and all. You have to take care of yourself physically, the food you put inside your body. By mentally, I mean like practice mindfulness, meditation, breathing right exercises, and you should always have an attitude of gratitude. Like you should learn to focus on your strength instead of focusing on what you don't have. You should be grateful for what you have always. And then see, there are always two situations. One is ABC, one is AUC. ABC stands for all beyond control, and AUC stands for all under control. And you cannot control the ABC. Like I had Friedrich's ataxia. That was the ABC. I couldn't control it. But all under my control, I took care and I made sure things happen.
Yeah, it's a, I mean, very simple way of handling things. Thanks for that. Yeah, I most of the times like what I could understand from you is most of the times we ourselves blind ourselves. It's more of like blinding ourselves. So getting in this loop, we start spoiling our life. In fact, yeah. One more key area I found the problem in the society is like mistakes or vulnerabilities. People get worried about mistakes or vulnerabilities. In fact, these mistakes or vulnerabilities are part of our life. I think we should not handle them with shame. Uh, Instead, we should handle them with a lot of strength and pride that we are correcting them. We are correcting them or handling them. So, can you please help us? How we can work on fixing weakness and cherishing our strengths.
You have to first look at situations differently. You don't need to see. Everyone told me it is a disease, a terminal disorder. Nothing can happen, but I don't believe it. You don't have to look at the things as others look at it. You are the one, you are the deciding factor for yourself. No one can decide for you what will happen, what will not. And you must develop resilience. It means we all have our strengths. And you must remember that nothing is the end of the world. Life will still keep going on. Yeah.
Yeah, true, definitely. I like as you raise a very good point that people the comparison and all is a very recently I read a story in LinkedIn, this regular story which we might have, like the tortoise and the rabbit story. So I people start were telling that tortoise won the race because it had a focus. But I found that like based upon your talk now, so I feel that there is a big misconception in the story, because actually tortoise is a different creature, rabbit is a different creature, and they evolved in a different situations. So you cannot compare both of them. First
Yeah,
thing,
that's very true.
uh, people are stuck in comparisons. As you rightly said, people got stuck in comparisons, and people are spoiling. I think this story is a best example, because now I realize that how these comparisons and all, like people, instead of focusing on their uniqueness, people are spoiling their life just with mere comparisons. I think I have to make a note of this. Very good point, Shobhika. Thank you. And also one more thing, I've seen even me, in fact, I've seen most of in my childhood also, like everyone in the society, I see that people are stuck between success and failure. I mean, I observed that people glorify success and degrade failure. So in this process, we miss the process of learning, in fact. Instead of getting stuck between success and failure, so we miss the process of learning. So can you share your thoughts on how we can get over this uh, orthodoxy of success?
Okay.
Society.
Give yourself some time, Emotions subside with time. You must always give yourself some time. Then you must develop a plan, Like I did with Wings of Angels. I wanted to do better for people around me. It's always develop a plan in such situation. And be willing to ask for help. Like Wings of Angel does have a lot of volunteers who help us out. You must always be willing to ask for help if you need it. And you should just make sure that you don't let your negative thoughts or failures override your mind. Because your mind, be the master of your mind, and you must train it.
Yeah, true. So okay, I was little curious to ask you one thing. Like, I mean, what is failure and what is success? I mean, you have answered the question, but I want to be more specific on what is failure basically, yeah, and what is success.
I don't know, I look at all things what people say as failures and as like a stepping stone. I don't know what is failure.
So, what is success? Indeed?
Success means making sure that others are happy and just keeping everyone around you happy. That's what is success for me.
Yeah, yeah. Because why I'm asking this question is, I mean, right from my childhood, I mean, like, I was asking everyone, like, when I perform very low in exams, people used to say, I mean, you failed. When I, top the class, people used to say, you have done a great job and you succeeded, in getting good mark, good grade and all. I mean, I'm the same person who, lost in the exam. In the next exam, I'm the same person who topped the class. And again, I failed. So I wantedly did it, frankly speaking, because I was, I was confused on, like, people always speak about success, failure. But for me, I always felt that failure and success, I mean, they are just only misconceptions or a sort of, like, as per the Hindu mythology, people call Maya. It's just a Maya.
Very dark.
Yeah, it's only our karma, as as Hindu mythology says, karma is what matters. Results, or something different. Yeah.
And I feel like failure is just a stepping stone for success. If you have failure, only then will you realize the importance of success. If you only see success all the time, you won't even realize the importance of it.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I mean, you just brought one more point in my mind. I mean, every child, thinks, like, his father, like parents, if you take parents, throughout their life, they'll go to job, they'll bring up the kids, and they get, like, they secure the kids. So for us, this is not success, because they did normal thing, what people think. But frankly speaking, if you observe the process, if you observe journey, what they have gone through, that really shows that, they are, I mean, the learning what matters than results. So, like, we have to focus more on the process than the results, because whether results, teach or not, I don't know, but process definitely teaches you something, or, it's a learning thing. I mean, you can learn something out of it. If you stuck on to results and success and failure, definitely you are not going to learn anything for that matter. So that's what I was coming to my mind. Thank you, Shobhika ji. Thanks for the patience. Also, like, one more curious thing, that is like people want new things to happen, but do not try it, due to fear of society, naming them failure, whatever it is, in fact, due to fear of society. So how to handle such sort of scenario?
One is the emotional scenario, and one is the practical scenario.
Okay.
In the emotional scenario, try to avoid thinking what others will say if you fail. Just avoid thinking this and listen to your inner voice, because if you don't listen to your inner voice, you will have panic attacks and anxieties. And the practical one, don't try to be a perfectionist. Have achievable goals and visualize your goals.
Yeah. So it's a very, again, you just try, you just nailed it, just simple way. Thanks for that. Yeah. Even I could relate it to my life, the way, the answers you are giving. So I can really feel that, how, I evolved, or, how I could relate to, whatever the points you say. Thanks for that. So I mean, now, I just want to keep it another question, very simple, in fact, that is, I saw your Instagram, interview with your mother. I can say that, I just got goosebumps, in fact, the way, like, she answered, the looking her great strength, I was really thrilled. I would say thrilled. The answers, the attitude, the approach she has, it's really inspiring, in fact.
Very true. Very few people have this. Even I'm a fan. Very real fan.
I was curious to ask you, like, what sort of, great qualities you observed that, in your mother. How did she handle you, and how did she instill, the confidence, and how did she help, the great nature, which you feel?
One of the biggest blessings is my mom is a psychologist herself. She
Okay.
doesn't only teach the world how to be with their kids, she even does it herself.
Okay.
First of all, my mom and my dad both were never very critical of me, even when things were really bad. And, they were always very encouraging to me. And my mom follows this thing of giving descriptive praise. If I do something good, she like really बड़ा चढ़ा के वो बोलती है. Like, I feel very good, when someone does this. And I have seen this from when I was a little girl. And I always keep asking my mom, why did you do this and why didn't do that? But as I'm growing older, it became more and more sense to me. And love and abundance, like, what do I know? Even if I commit a murder, I can go and tell my parents about it. I have so much of confidence in them. It's extremely important to love the other person and, let them know, because otherwise, many children, like, even they don't even tell their parents for small things. The committing a murder and telling their parents is something impossible to say. But I know I can't do that, and I consider myself really lucky.
That's right. So, so sweet of
And
it. So,
for the kid, I will say, don't argue with your parents. Even if they say, oh, you're worthless, you're useless, you can't do this. can't do that. Even if your parents are very critical, in my complaining, no one is going to gain anything out of it. And you must support your dreams and your goals. You must try to support yourself.
Yeah, we got to support ourselves. If you want to list, like say, some five striking, striking points, which motivated you from your mother. If you want to define it, what can be the 5 points, which people can, learn from it.
My mom is, I think like, one thing I've noticed, she never gets angry. Like when I go to my friend's house and all, once in a while I notice, I'm an observer. I observe, first possible things they can get upset or anything. I have never seen my mom upset.
Okay.
I think that really, has a big impact on my psychology, the way my brain works. And my mom is like, I've learned so much from her. She's like, if any negative situation comes, she will immediately start looking for a solution. She won't dwell in the situation that, oh my god, now it's spoiled. She might do that for half a second. Then immediately she look for a solution and all. So she's like, I really like this part about her. And my mom is, she's very loving towards me. I get to, I've never heard a negative statement from my mom ever. Like, the disability and all things can get really bad. I'm never like, I know it like, whatever I can tell my mom. My mom is extremely charming also, like she's always very happy. I really like my mom.
She's really lovable, human being, in fact. Like, I
Thank
saw the
you.
interview and I just, like, felt very happy, in fact, because I saw, your mother to be a more of a philosopher, and friend, I would say, like, rather than I mean, driving with emotions. So she's very, she has a very practical approach to the things. That's really, that's what I observed. No, she's very practical and she doesn't come to conclusions. She accepts everything as it is.
Very
So
true. And he always has a solution, like, wow.
yeah, that acceptability itself is a solution, I feel, actually. Why? Because once you accept, whatever it comes, your friend does something or your daughter does something. When you accept it, that sense of acceptance itself, starts within us. Like, we start thinking ourselves. When they accept us as we are, we will start thinking that what we did is right or what we did is wrong,
Yeah,
or like,
that's the thing, only with the acceptance and thinking starts. If you don't accept someone, like, that person will never start thinking for themselves. Accepting is very important.
I'm sorry, there was a disturbance. I'm sorry.
Accepting is very important.
Yeah.
If you don't accept someone, then person will always have that insecurity of how can I improve or what should I do to be better. And once you accept someone, like, the strength comes from within for that person.
Yeah, true. I mean, actually, I mean, one more point I would like to share. I mean, when you're, I mean, based upon your interaction with your mother, that interview, I feel that like this acceptance and the chain of actions, what you told, the same applies to ourselves. How we treat ourselves. Like if we don't accept we ourselves, so definitely we tend to revolt ourselves. We try to revolt on ourselves, and we start developing insecurities, and then start you know uh, I mean, rest of the consequences keep happening with us. Actually, I think that thing I observed, and I felt that like whatever the points you told, we have to do for ourselves now.
I have to even mention my elder sister. Even my elder sister is a big blessing from me. I think she's amazing, dealing with her sister. Like, I remember I was in school at that time. Everyone conveniently stopped speaking to me. But it was my elder sister, who had my hand, and my elder sister is 3 years older to me.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to ask about your sister also.
My dad is like super amazing. He's like always there for me, All this gives me a lot of strength.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was about to ask about your sister and dad. I mean, but anyway, you answered it. Thanks for that. Actually, I mean, I could really feel that. No, I heard a statement, quotation that no, you are known by the five people around you. So that I can see in you actually. So how you are so strong? I was really curious. I mean, I felt it's a sort of research topic. How come she be so strong? I mean, so I was thinking actually. So then I started reading about your I viewed your interview with your mom, and I started seeing all your Instagram posts and all. Then I understood that you are surrounded by the top five people, who made the great Shobhika ji now. So thanks to all of them. In fact, thanks to all of them, and they're really great inspiration. In fact, so I mean, this question is a little routine question. So, but still, I would like to ask, like, what message you want to share with society to make this world a better place for all of us.
Whatever desire you have should always be followed by an action. This and then you see, being of angels was an idea, but if I didn't go about to do anything about it, it would have been of no use. And even after it started, me and my sister, we didn't do anything about it, it would have gone in the drain. I think your desire should always be followed by, your action. And I think whatever Napoleon Hill said this, whatever the human mind can conceive, it can achieve. I think this is like really, really true. Because I had seen all this in my head before, Now when it's happening, I'm not really shocked.
Yeah, true. I mean, what we imagine can definitely come into action. Definitely, until we put our efforts. So that's a great. Thank you, Shobhika ji, for all the trouble I gave you in this interview, and thanks a lot, for accepting this interview, because I mean, like I was thrilled. I was really thinking, will she give me a chance to learn from her? So in that situation, I just texted you, in Instagram, and thanks for prompt reply. And I really wish all your great work come true and spread across this world, because I am a firm believer that each individual matters the most. So it's like a chain reaction, like even if one odd man is there, so he'll spoil complete chain reaction. So to make this world, better, life, this world better, I think people like you, a lot of people have to come forward. So I hope, this interview will help people to understand and introspect. I see that, this interview is more sort of introspection, even for me, in fact. So it's sort of introspection, and to fix the things to make this world a better place for all of us, in fact. Thank you, Shobhika ji, for the great interview, and I wish all the best for your organization, and all the best. That's it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.